Welcome back for another juicy, sexy, yummy update. Crypto is continuing to recover. We are now far away from that sea leg bottom from Bitcoin. We're now moving into the middle of the range. Are we going to get the final, dare I say, Altseason? Or are we just going to curse ourselves for another couple of years? I want to show you something interesting. What's been happening today, friends? Check this out. The first comment from our friends at Crypto Banter. So Crypto Banter, the title pretty much of the video, he said, Altseason's not coming. Alts are dead. And he said, altcoins will go up, but not the ones you own. That's pretty much a summary of Randy Boo. First comment, Rand thinks there won't be an Altseason. This is confirmation that there will be an Altseason. So something that I have found great pride in is watching the Crypto Banter audience become sentient and grow. Friends, it's literally, if you ever have a chance, check out that comment section. It is straight, savage viciousness, bullying, attacking, offense, waking up, people red pilling themselves. Okay, it's literally like this. What Rand's be able to create unintentionally it boggles the mind. Because friends, you know, like it's very hard to find like negative comments when the people have like a lot of views, because there's a lot of normies. They're like, hey, I have a flower on my shirt and I'm having a great day, smiley face, and then everyone likes that comment. You know, when there's like a million people there. But Crypto Banter section, friends, it's just straight people going, they've got a choice of red pill, blue pill. They take the red pill, which you don't find that on mainstream stuff. That's why I find that fascinating. And it's of course because people realize they've been getting wrecked. Okay, but like it's kind of funny. Rand, you should be watching my video. Rand, I know what your morning routine is. I watched that video years ago. Rand's morning routine. He gets up. He's got like a 30 or 45-minute ride or something, and he catches up on crypto and everything in the morning, and then he messages everybody on Discord to get all the information or research. He's making all the videos. Friends, I know, like top to bottom, I know you're going. You got your beautiful kids and stuff coming here. Rand, I'll tell you something right now, brother. And I know you don't need to take advice from a guy who pegs his own nipples on the internet and he's wearing a Pikachu hat. Scratch 80% of that research stuff you're doing. It's useless, dude. You know it's useless, Ren. All of it's useless. We know it's useless, bro. Okay? You just put your friend Sommi, bell notifications, brother, 1.5x speed to get used to it. Then you can bump it up after that. You know what I mean? You know? Start off slow. That's how we start off the nights, friends. Very family friendly. And then you take it from there. You want real alpha? That's what it is. Now, of course, I'm not wasting my time with stuff like, oh, a new AI agent that does a cartwheel and creates you a little GIF that says hello. Let's give that 400 million market cap. I don't cover stuff like that because I'm not in early and I know they're all short-term stuff and none of these things follow meme, cult, religion, archetype stuff. Right? Unless special edge cases like maybe Fartcoin and everything out here, right? Which we know is what crypto goes off. Coinbase share is already breaking out bullish to the upside, friends. So this is great news for us. This is like the first sign of crypto, something crypto related to Coinbase stock is now back towards the all-time highs. So that's beautiful. Okay, just showing you that it's leading, right? It's one of the first early movers of crypto as we recover up, which we're all waiting for. You know, a lot of people obviously want to know, like, with Bitcoin dominance, is it ever going to come down? Remember, Bitcoin dominance, fans, it's literally just the inverse of ETH BTC, pretty much. This is I'll show you the daily chart of Bitcoin dominance, right? This is what we hoped that happened. It didn't happen. We just went like there. But look at this. This thing just goes up and up. Look at this, dude. Have you ever seen anything like this? Like up and 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 up. Fans, you can get all this any word that you want. Markets do stuff like this, but this is not natural, bro. You're telling me something just naturally goes up for 4 years. But yeah, it is what it is. Could be, look, I think it's very clear. Ethereum, some big hands want it. Some big hands want it. And when they're done, you'll see. You'll like, where is the next point for Bitcoin dominance to come back down to? It's around here. And if you look at where this price is, it is around August 2023, which now what I'll do is I'll go back to August 2023 for ETH BTC And let's have a look at where Ethereum was in August 2023. It is about here, 0.06 for ETH BTC, around there. So, yeah, man, you never know. We might find, bang, it does something like that, and then everyone thinks it's over, but you have one more pop-up, and then it's actually over, and it rinses down over time. And that might be the next bear market, and then that might be the, like, giant double bottom type of thing. Maybe, but I'm just guessing, friends. We don't know. We're just drawing big triangles. Don't worry about this ratio and stuff out here. It's just like kind of like just checking it out. pDAI is a PingPong coin. PingPong super cycle. pDAI is a PingPong coin. Here I am playing playing ping pong with a ball out here. Why I call it PingPong coin? Because you know, it's got no other word label attached to it. So pDAI, obviously, friends, has been taken over PulseChain, especially because it did a recent plus 50% move while everything else is not moving. It's actually funny, just refresh the page, it's actually up somehow by a miracle. All the core coins are still down, which is what happens every single day. pDAI and pWBTC. Remember, friends, these are the key, man, and obviously Dick with Butt as well. So these two are the key. Why? In a bear market, what do you want? In a bear market, we know what we want, okay? We know, based statistically, you want something that's a stable coin, that's $1, and you want something that's Bitcoin. So if pWBTC can peg to BlackRock BTC, right, it goes up with BTC in the bear market when they print money. That's crypto's $1 trillion problem starting to get solved, okay? And then obviously the US dollars, which is what everyone wants. Imagine you have like a card and everything out here to spend. PulseChain is the greatest community, the greatest chain, hidden gem, passionate community, first cycle unicorns live on the chain, pDAI, pWBTC, and more. This is me and Kyle out here, smiley faces on the sun. So, yes, not many eyeballs. That's what you want though, but you don't want to have no eyeballs forever, you know? So, but look what happens. Remember, I told you I have I call it a rational fear of Jeep phobia. That's what I see the doctor for that. This is a POV, you sold the bottom. Ah, man, those are the days, huh? Those are the days. So that'll be your feeling, because friends, when something's this low across just every altcoin, it's so easy for them to just like do that flash 2x, right? And then that's like, so you don't care about it because we got a long way to go. But people who sold care, because you know they sold their bags for like $5,000. Now to get back their number of coins, they have to put 10,000 in immediately, you know. And they've lost, so their total return, they've cut themselves by 2. So if someone has a 20 grand portfolio and they would end up at $1 million, yeah, if they sold the bottom and they go to buy back in after the 2x, their upside's only 500 grand now. You know, that's how devastating it is to sell the bottom. That's why it's literally Jeep phobia. If you sell the bottom, right, that's literally what happens. Like you literally divide your final net worth by 2. Big. Believe in something. This is cute. Unicorn. First cycle unicorn refers to a coin category that doesn't exist, and you think you're early to something which might exist, okay? PulseChain as well, friends, the prices are very, very, very low every single day, going down forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Might be going to negative numbers soon. I just showed you PulseChain. PulseX price is also very, very, very low. It's still grinding its way up. Same as Hex, same as Inc. It's all the same stuff, man. Like we just, you know, what else is there? Is there going to be a PulseChain MakerDAO resurrection? Shout out to Cash Money. Even dumb AI knows what's up. MakerDAO is not dead on PulseChain, but rather there is an ongoing proposal to integrate MakerDAO with PulseChain, including assets like Pulse, Hex, and PulseX as collateral. This integration involves strategies to stabilize the supply. MakerDAO is undergoing the major upgrade end game. Check that out. So there might be more things coming out here. I've been hearing some whispers and rumors and things going on in the background of everything out here. Remember I showed you as well, this is also big news for the price action. pDAI Pulse ratio reclaimed 100. So went up to like 110, 112. Above this 100 level, that's where the Richard Hart FUD went below that. All right, that's the big thing. So it's reclaiming the ratio, okay? The ratio is mega strong, still trending up. So what does this mean, friends? What this chart ratio means is if you believe Pulse is going to do 20, 30x, if you believe it's doing 20, 30x, then so yeah, if PulseChain does 30x, pretty much you're saying pDAI is going to do 30. All right. By the way, if this ratio goes back to 400, right, that means Pulse does 30, pDAI does 120. Wow, that's big, because that would put it at what's 120 times 0.25 cents. Whoa, that's 30 cents. Is that real? My gosh, yeah, that happens. By the way, it could be another big FUD scenario when pDAI gets like 10 cents or something out here. I've written it down here. We could have final bust FUD, 99 capital, maybe a fake stablecoin gets deployed. Richard Hart points at something else just to shake everybody up. And maybe Richard will time it when all the KOLs are in of PulseChain, when everyone now supports it, because obviously the price has gone up. That's what will happen, right? So, I mean, like, feel free to take profit, cover yourself, sell any, you do whatever you want, right? You could sell anywhere from like 0.1% up to 100% of your whole bag if you believe that, oh, all the non-believers are in now. Maybe there's going to be one more shakeout. Just telling you that now. But here's the thing. When you're in this early, you have the luxury. You have the luxury of even thinking like that, right? Also, friends, remember the Atropa-pDAI ratio. See this thing going down? Remember, it traded up to as high as like 63 plus. Now it's down to 27. Remember, I told you, man, when the Atropa and the Caddy and all these other things coming out here, look at this chart again. The ratio's starting to come down. I believe its real value is like 10. So Maria did the, like, I mentioned it was a forceful ratio manipulation here because they crushed pDAI. And I knew, like, man, everyone's coming for pDAI. You're trying to artificially force this Atropa ecosystem ratio up, but the market doesn't want it there. I've seen this stuff happen again, right? And there's obviously no bids. There's no bids for Atropa up here. But this ratio, how does this ratio come down? One of two ways, okay? Because it's a spread, yeah. Either Atropa dumps or pDAI goes up really strong and then Atropa can't catch up. Like maybe pDAI does like a 10x leg from here and then Atropa only does a 3. And that's how it'll bring, that could bring this ratio all the way down. But yeah, we'll see. So everything is going in the right direction. So yeah, also shout out to Mr. Dirty Crypto. Many Atropa ecosystem coins had their ratios mega pumped versus pDAI. Yes, 100%, sir. That is 100% true. That's why we use ratios, and I'll show you about these things so you can identify value out here. Major loser. So also, friends, remind you, update. There's breaking news, right? Donald Trump, the president, maybe you've heard of him, he is looking for Jerome Powell's replacement. And he said he's got about 3 to 5 guys he's looking at. He's obviously going to put someone really bullish, dovish, and the market might price that new Fed in the final 4 or 5 months of Jerome Powell's term, which ends in March of 2026. Okay? So March 2026, that month. So maybe we have like the final big Altseason burst, you know? And then, yeah, but this makes me laugh, man. Man, every time I say major loser, I just laugh to myself. Donald Trump, he's almost an 80-year-old man, is calling a 70-year-old man major loser. So, man, yeah, this still makes me laugh, friends. Major loser. The guy's running the country. I mean, it's hilarious. Check this out. Morgan Stanley expects the Fed to deliver 7 rate cuts in 2026, bringing the rate down to 2.5%. So Morgan Stanley have an opinion. What's the market actually say? The market says there's about 2 cuts priced in now, and it's a bit more than 2 cuts. So if this spread goes down here, this is rate the 2-year minus the Fed funds coming down here, that'll be more rate cuts passed in, and I will be reporting that to you. Like, subscribe, catch you in the next one.